Alright, what's poppin'? It's your boy Lord Baddock. Welcome back to Monster Hunter Freedom Unite. Last episode we fought a Kirin, a fancy lightning unicorn, and we actually killed it. I was surprised. I kind of thought we'd end up having to repel it, but it died. But yeah, this episode I learned something pretty crazy. Apparently, we are not done with 6-star. Or 5-star, whatever it is. Whatever stars we were on. Because we haven't done a... There's a quest that wasn't unlocked until we fought Kirin that was fighting Lunastra again. So we're gonna do that. Just because I'm kind of like... I'd rather just get like fully done with those current quests. Just because like... This game, I mean, of course, you know, this is different. I'm recording it, and it's like an episodic thing. But I'm used to, like, in most Monster Hunter games, if I don't finish all of the quests at first, and I move on too soon, I will never come back. Like, I'll just end up forgetting or putting it off or something like that. And I don't want to do that. Alright. Coolio. Oh, let me get hot drinks. I only have one? Wow. You gotta go buy one. Alright. But, yeah. So this hopefully should be it. And we'll get a purple clear. What star is this? I keep forgetting. Okay, so, yeah, 5-star. That's what it is. Alright. We're gonna fight Lunastra at the tower. I believe, the final boss of Village in Monster Hunter DOS is you fight Lunastra at the top of the tower. Kind of a nice homage to it. I really like this map. I wish they would add the entire thing to newer games. Nowadays it's just like an arena. This place also has kind of a lot of lore significance. At least it used to. And there's Remobra everywhere. You gotta love it. It's just great. Good song. Good playing. I want more maps like this in Monster Hunter. Just like quiet, ominous. I think nowadays especially it's like, nah, if they want to make a big spooky map or like a big like final boss map or whatever, it has to be some big giant volcano with like explosions or some shit. Or like, you know, something kinda, I guess, a little less subtle. But I think like, I mean, it helps with the lore as well around the tower, but just the way the tower's made, it kind of just has this like ominous presence, and it's just really nice, very fitting. For some reason, my character gets like fatigued after running for too long. Hello, Shakalaka. I have a feeling she's going to be at the very top, since I think that's where you fight her in DOS. I don't remember if we got a cutscene last time we fought her. I wonder if maybe I was supposed to fight her here first, and then the volcano second. Ooh. Fire aura. Once again, I love your music so much. It's so good. Empress of Flame. I was trying to get them horns. For those who don't know, the three main Elder Dragons, like Kushala, Chameleos, and Teostra, all have aura. Or I don't. Well, Chameleos kind of has an aura. It's weird. No. But as you can see, if I get too close to her, I start burning. But the way to combat that is to cut off or to break her horns. Same with Kushala. Like, Kushala has a wind barrier, you can barely even touch it. But once you break the horns, or if you poison it, it'll go down. You had the blast element before it was ever invented. That was more widespread than I thought that was. I got lucky there. Die. Okay. I was worried I was just a little bit too far in front of her. Okay. Nope. Hey, don't hit my cat. Oh, shut. Do not hit him. Oh, I guess. Do I need to explain that? I don't know. I've been saying shut and gata or gato. That's just French and Spanish for cat. I know French because that's what I took in high school, but I've been learning a lot of Spanish just because, well, one, I live close to the border, but also we have a Spanish exchange student. So I've been learning. Oh no! Okay. God, this is terrifying. No, don't catch your breath. This is not the time to be catching your breath. Thank God. That did not kill me. Okay. This one's way bigger than the last one, I think. Because I remember last one I kept bouncing on its wings, but lately I haven't had that problem. Almost like it's too big. Oh! If I had Immunizer, that might actually be good. Since it leaves all that red in my health, I would regain it faster. Since that increases natural recovery. That'd be good for fighting her and Teostra. The Toasters, if you will. Usually me and my girlfriend call them Toaster. Or call him Toaster. I don't think she's ever even gotten to fight Lunastra. She hasn't appeared in any of the games she's been playing. I should bring her back. I know she was in World. Or Iceborne, I don't know which one actually added her, but I think it was World. I think she's in base World. Okay, I hope it's going down really fast. That was rude. Okay. I thought she was gonna do like the really far out one. Far out, dude. Fuck. Yeah. You're mad, aren't you? That was lucky. I thought I was gonna get blown up. Can you break her mantle plate thing, though? Because, like, Teostra's horns, it seems easier just because they look like horns, but that's like a Triceratops plate. That'd be hard to break. Although I guess it also presents a much bigger target, so... I don't know, I just do the killing. This is not Monster Biologist, although I'd probably play the fuck out of that game. If it existed. Oh yeah, well at this point I'll have already started it, so... I don't know, maybe I'll edit this video later on to put a comment to tell you whether or not I'm actually dying or not, but I get to take the fancy class that apparently makes a lot of people quit. My major, so. But I don't know. I'm not that scared. I feel like I don't know. I feel like my major's a good fit for me, but yeah, it's like history of vertebrate zoology. It's just like, apparently, I've heard it's really rough for some people, but I think it's more of a like it's only rough for you if you're just not, like, sorry, I really suck at word and shit right now. Like, it's really rough if you're not fit to do this as a major, or if this, like, you think this is your thing, but it's really not. Like, I don't mean that to be like an asshole or anything, it's just like, I think I always kind of trying to figure out how to word this properly. I think I've mentioned this before, but there's two kinds of people that like animals, likes animals, and are really into it. It's biologists and vets, and I think it's really hard to tell what you are, like which one, until you're actually in like school, actually doing it. I think, of course, people who are more into vets and stuff, into veterinary stuff, some of them go into biology, like zoology and stuff like that, and end up hating it. And then they usually drop out and go to veterinary school, and then they go, oh, this is what I want to do, I love this. And I think it's like, both are important and both show a basic interest in animals, but I think both are fundamentally different ways of tackling that interest. I mean, it's also kind of like say vets are very small scale, I think. And it's also like, you know, you're not going to like kill something or let something die if you can keep it from happening. So I think a lot of the people who are more compassionate and more like have a harder time just being like, oh, the animal's suffering, don't touch it, don't mess with it. I think people who have a harder time with that usually end up dropping out. And also just biology is so much cellular stuff, and so much just like, it's very, very tedious. And I think some people just cannot cope with the tediousness, I guess. I don't know. I don't mind it. I honestly kind of enjoy it somewhat. But I can totally see why some people would just hate it. But yeah. So yeah, I'm going to take that class this semester, and maybe it will kick my ass. Hopefully it won't. The other cool thing is, like, I mean, I get along with everyone pretty much, but I think it's also kind of nice because from beyond this point, I'm going to start having classes where it's just, like, very small classes of people who are, like, very obviously going to go very far with their degrees and stuff like that. Going to, like, you know, like, who are very obviously going to get in, because I think generally all degrees, but I know ours specifically has a really high entrance rate and a really low retention rate, so like a bunch of people join in and then they drop out fast. Because it's just not what I think a lot of people just don't realize what goes into it. I think life science is viewed very differently from an outside perspective. There's nothing really wrong with it, it's just different. I know some people, and it's kind of a similar thing of just like some people think they like this and don't like this, and then they'll go in and learn it's the other way around. It's like, I guess a good example is there's a toxicology class that's offered that I was looking at taking. And it's like, you think about it, you're like, dude, that's so cool. It's like all about poisons and venomous animals and stuff like that. And you get to like, you know, do labs with like venom. It's cool. But then you realize, no, that's just like a very specific organic chemistry class that's just going to be really, really chemistry focused. And again, it's like some people might like that. Some people might be really into it. But it's just very, I think it's, the expectation just does not meet what is actually there. So I think some students kind of lose interest fast. Although I will say, I do think that, I think this is the way with a lot of just life science degrees. And again, I haven't finished mine fully, but I've been doing this for a bit now. But I honestly think a lot of life science, and especially biology, plateaus in difficulty, like really suddenly. So it's like a really sharp difficulty curve right at the beginning, and then it just kind of is there. Because I think it's like learning a lot of basic biological principles and a lot of evolutionary principles that are like very fundamental. It's like that's the hard bit. But it's like once you understand them, it's just like, this is this fish that has this thing because, well, why? Why does it do that? What does it do that anyway? Well, if you take the classes that come before it, it becomes like common sense. So, I think that's also partially it. I think there are some people who would be very good in just life science and could be, you know, like that like hypothetical person that could have cured cancer but they didn't because something stopped them or whatever, unrelated. I think there's definitely a couple of those just because either their age or the time of their life that they go through it, they're just not ready to handle that sharp difficulty spike. And I do personally think that there's a little bit of, in the case of education, people could do more to make that less intense. I had a very good teacher who I think does a great job at lessening that spike. But, you know, one teacher can only do so much. But she was a very good introduction to stuff. I am also kind of happy though, just because I had one teacher I just did not like taking classes with. They weren't like a jerk or anything, it was just, I just did not like the way they taught. And luckily, I've taken all of my requisite stuff that he teaches, so we are good. We are vibing and thriving. I only have one more requisite science class. They have like introductory science class things that you have to take. And even though I transferred in as like a junior, I still have to take them. But this next one I have to take is apparently like way easier, and the teacher is apparently super relaxed and chill, so it's good. Although I have to take an anthropology class, which I'm still just kind of like, I'm down. It seems like an interesting topic, but I'm just still kind of like, you're making me pay to take an anthropology class as a biology major. Although they're also making me take calculus, so that's rough. Although, with the exception of a potential biostatistics, which I don't really count as the same thing, that calculus class should be the last math class I ever take. and that's this semester, so wish me luck. I need it greatly. I will say I think I have a really good just like outlook and just kind of like, I guess, perspective for biological and evolutionary based thinking, and I think it's very beneficial to my degree. Holy crap, I am not good with algebra and calculus. Those are just like really hard weak points for me. And I can do it. I made a C in pre-cal, so I already got one of the math credits that I was required. It's just that I need to do it one more time. But I took the same teacher, I understand how that teacher teaches, and I can kind of work with his strengths and weaknesses better since just I already know how he teaches and works. As well as, I just took that pre-cal class, so it's not like this is stuff that knowledge I've been sitting on and letting rot for however many years, like it was going into the pre-cal class. Yeah, sorry, I guess clarification, I never took pre-cal or anything above Algebra 1 or geometry in high school. Just wasn't required. They had some, They had some like focused more on like statistics and some just kind of like lighter math classes that were just for like people who didn't really plan on going in math heavy majors. Like whenever they go out to college and stuff. Which I'm still annoyed by because mine isn't, but I'm still being forced to take calculus and pre-calculus anyway. There's like 20 million engineering students at my school, and I'm like, I get that. I understand why they need it. I don't understand why I need it. But either way, it's almost done and over with, so. Oh no. I've got the... I almost called him Sheila. And I know I'm still using every gender term for it. Because I still don't know. I haven't decided, and I still haven't looked up what Akira means, or what the name is usually given to. Ooh, I haven't seen you do this. I've seen Teostra do it. Locked it with its wing. I will say you are kind of blowing through my health potions. Ah, thought I could clip the tip. I've noticed that. I don't have any sight problems, but I've noticed my depth perception is kind of shit in some games. Monster, I don't think with the newer ones as much, but I've noticed with older Monster games, I have a tendency to attack a couple feet in front of the part I'm trying to hit. Okay, now it's spinning in a circle. Sorry, she. Everything goes as planned though, this semester should be more chill. Because the cool thing is those two difficult classes that I have, my vertebrate class and my calculus, that's it. I have those two hard classes. Then I have what should be an easy basic science class that's just a core requisite, and then an easy anthology class that's a core requisite. So we will be vibing, and then from think that point on, the only non-major specific classes I'll take is physics and chemistry, which I was going to do that at my local college, not the one at the university I attend. Just because I've heard it's kind of rough at my university, and it's teachers are iffy. But even if they weren't, it's so much cheaper at my community college. So, yeah. Because, like, for a full load, full-time student, it's like $1,000 a semester at my community college. The only problem is they just don't offer anything above an associate's, with the exception of nursing and chemical engineering. Sorry, I'm talking about boring shit. It's boring shit, but it's been on my mind. Okay, ow. I really like the pink and the purple on her scales. I was gonna say her coat, but not quite. I'm dead. Okay. Ow. Okay. I have been bitch slapped. Once the Rathian armor is upgraded, that'll actually be really effective just using herbs. Really helpful. Oh wait, I have, just kidding. I don't. Why don't I? I thought I brought life crystals. It's like, I can't use that to heal? That doesn't make any sense. Oh, injured. Next time. One day, a goofy goober. But, yeah. I'll be vibing, thriving. Probably go on a boat at some point. I'm also kind of just happy that I get to go home more. Just because of the way that my classes ended up being scheduled. They all got crammed into just 2 days. With labs on one day in between. And that's it. Oh wait, yeah, because I mentioned I have, what is it? An almost 4-day weekend where on Monday I do have a single lab super late in the day. So, yeah. I'm gonna plan to hope that I can actually record. There's also a chance I'll just be busy or just not motivated to, which school does that, so yeah. It's life. Okay. What a great picture. Overseer of the Ancients. That's a cool title. Ooh. Alright. That is done. Are we finally cleared? Like, fully? Yeah, hell yeah. So now it should show. No, it doesn't. Just kidding. I was gonna say it should show everything, but still though, very cool. So next time, I'm gonna take down one of those bad boys. Everything's just starting to get more difficult from here on. There's a whole bunch of dual quests. I'm still not looking forward to Plesioth and Green Plesioth. Oh wait, I was gonna check just real quick to see. I don't think I unlocked any like Lunastra stuff. Thought I would check. Yeah, no. Armorcraft helmet. Ooh, I did not see this. Cool. Yeah, that's the Kieran stuff. Yeah. Wow. A lot of this stuff's actually doable. Oh! Empress. Empresses. Yeah, it kind of looks like Teostra's stuff. I'm not a big fan of his armor design. It's cool though. Extravagant coat? Oh. Chameleos. Oh, there we go. Huh. So yeah, it just seems like Teostra armor, but a really pretty shade of blue. That's cool. Do I have... Did I get... No, okay. So sad. But, yeah, that'll be it for now. If y'all enjoy this content and want to see more of it, please like and subscribe. And if, having a brain fart again, what the f... I'm sorry. I'm goofy today. Okay. Yeah, if you enjoy this content and want to see more of it, let me know by liking and subscribing. I don't know, comment something. Maybe something mean, something cruel. Doesn't matter. Helps interaction, makes me look cool. But yeah, I will see you on the next episode.